what the heck is this weird looking thing and how can it help you become a better shot and a better bow hunter? I'll tell you all about it coming up. Hey guys, what's going on? Joel here from American Survival Co. and I call this little thing a practice shot. And I kind of invented this little thing right here to practice with, is to practice my archery shot. I've been kind of adjusting things to get a little bit more consistency with my archery, and what I found out is I'm torquing the string. Now it's very hard to tell that on a bow when you're shooting it. I mean, you can feel it, there's certain things you can look out for, but not even that. This is just a great way to practice having perfect form. And if I could have a release like that and a back tension like that every time I shot, I would be a champion. This is just something that I came up with. I haven't seen it anywhere else. There's other versions of it, like the string bow and things like that, but just a really affordable way to kind of work out the kinks in your archery shot. It's really simple, really easy to put together, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So first things first, you're going to need some PVC. I chose to go with 1/2 inch because that's what I had laying around. I make a lot of PVC bows, and I have PVC cutters, but you're going to need some kind of way to cut this. You can use a hacksaw, anything like that. And next, you're going to need a little bit of paracord. A foot should be more than enough. Next, you're going to want some number 64 rubber bands. I found these at Walmart. You can go to any office supply store. It's probably one of the most common band numbers. But yeah, they're easy to find. You can find them. Number 64 rubber bands. That's what you want. Alright, first things first, we're just going to cut ourselves a little handle. And what I do is I simply just put my hand there and I make it about palm width. Just gonna cut that right off. So next we're gonna grab our rubber bands and we're gonna use 9 bands for each length. So once I got one set of 3, I'll grab my next set of 3. We're basically using a girth hitch and we're gonna tie these together. So I'm gonna place this through these 3, and then just like that, and then I'm going to take the piece that I just fed through there and run it back through itself. We'll do this plenty more times and I'll give you different views of it. So there's my first one. Now the secret to having bands that last a while is to use some lubrication. If you don't want to spit on these, you could use talcum powder or something like that. And we're going to pull that knot nice and tight. Just like that. So here's what we just made. We got one more set of 3 to do. And we're simply going to take one end of the one we just made, pass our 3 bands through there. And you're trying to be as neat as you can with this, but this one might look a little bit messy just because I'm trying to do it on the camera. So I basically got that through there, and I'm just going to pass it back through itself. It's known as a lark's head or a girth hitch. And if I was being fussy, I'd make sure there's no turns in it and things like that. But now I'm going to lube this up. So I lubed it up. Side note, if you're allergic to latex, you don't want to be putting rubber bands in your mouth. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Get it nice and tight. And we have our first band completed. So now that we got our first band completed, we're just going to repeat it for the other side. Get your 9 bands and chain them up. So at this point we have our bands made. You should have 2. Set those aside for now and grab your paracord. So we're gonna make what's known in the slingshot world as Gypsy Tabs. And so in order to do that, I need 2 lengths. I need 2 lengths of paracord. I'm gonna cut mine about finger length. So I'm gonna cut 2 of those. Now grab 2 rubber bands and cut those right in half. These are gonna be your tying bands. So now you're going to need your handle and your Gypsy Tabs and your tying bands. We're going to take our Gypsy Tab and thread it through one end of our bands. And I'm going to get it nice and even. Just like that. I'm going to put it on my handle. And I'm going to leave some space. I'm going to leave about a finger width of space. I'm going to pin that down. I'm going to take one of my tying bands and start wrapping it around the handle. Just like this. And there should be enough extra here that if you want, you can fold it back up, make it extra secure. I don't always do that, but if it's there, I take it. We're nearing the end here, and I'm just going to throw a wrap around my thumb, just like that. Take the end and kind of use my thumb to pin that under those wraps. Just like that. That's nice and secure. It's not going to go anywhere. And we want to make sure this is nice and straight. We're going to repeat that same process on this side. They're nice and lined up. Feels good in the hand. Now all we got to do is secure paracord in these loops, and that's what's going to be what our fingers rest on and pull. So in order to do that, I'm going to cut a length of paracord about the length of fingertip to wrist. Should be good. Then I'm going to take some of the inner strands, take two. We got our band connected to our handle. Here's the open end. Just going to wrap it on itself. Just like that. Now you could tie some sort of knot right here, but how I've been doing this is I use a constrictor knot right here. And that's what I use those inner strands of paracord for. Now there's plenty of other places on the internet to look this knot up, and I want to keep this video somewhat brief. It's a very useful knot. It's good to have in your arsenal. I'm going to tighten that down really good. When we come to this other side, I want the tension to be even, a lot like making a slingshot. And so I'm going to find the place where that happens. I'm holding this. So about right there, looks pretty good. So I'm going to pinch off what I got and tie another constrictor knot right here. I'm just repeating that on the other side, tying a constrictor knot nice and tight. I'm going to trim off all the excess, and there we have it, the finished practice shot. Well guys, here it is, all finished up, ready to use and practice with. They give you a wealth of feedback on your shot sequence. It's definitely worth trying it out. It might help you. Hopefully it does, like it helped me. That about wraps it up for this video. Hope you got something out of it. I'm telling you, try it out. You might really like this. It's really cheap. You don't have much to lose. Hope that helps somebody out there. If you're interested in learning more stuff like this or checking out a class, check out AmericanSurvivalCo.com for more information. And until the next video, guys, I'll catch you later.